Hello and happy Tuesday. My name is Wendy Lee, and you can find me at CreativeLeeYours.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US and super excited that you're joining me today for our paper crafting fun. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. So I have a great project in store for you today that is fast and easy, but packs a nice wow, right? So we'll get to that in just a moment. We've got a ton of stuff going on in the studio this week. So if you're joining me when this video premieres, it is Tuesday, January, double check, 14th. So I can't believe we're already almost halfway through January. It's crazy, right? It just goes by so quickly. So Celebration has kicked off, which is our best promotion of the year. Every $60 you spend before shipping and tax, you get a free goodie from our Celebration catalog. So let me pull that out. This little goodie here. And there are some fantastic products in there that you definitely want to get your hands on before the promotion ends at the end of February, right? This is also a great time to join my Creatively Yours Diamonds team. Get your stuff at a discount, reap all the great rewards, and make those beautiful connections with others. So if you'd like to find out more information, just let me know, and I'm happy to help you get started. Really, the best way to stay in the know with everything I've got going on is to sign up for my email list. I do gift a free a free PDF tutorial bundle to you every single month just for being a subscriber to my list. And these are packed full of fantastic projects you don't want to miss. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and switch the camera over and let's get started on today's crafty fun, shall we? Okay, so for today's project, I am bringing in a couple of our brand new stamp sets from the Spring Mini Catalog. So we're going to feature the Natural Botanicals stamp set. So this is a reversible stamp set. We're not going to use the reversible aspect of it today, but I wanted to remind you that it is one where you can flip it over and use either the detailed image or the shadow image, or you can layer them and use them together. So this is actually the stamp set that we are featuring in this month's Cultivated Creativity, which is our DIY paper crafting kit that we ship right to you. So you have all the fun, right? You don't have to do any of the design work. We've done it for you. We've got great tutorials. You learn some new things, or at least are reminded of some things that you maybe have not done in a while. And this month, we're going to pull in our Stamp and Write markers and do some techniques with that as well. So for today's project, I've also pulled in the linked together stamp set to pull in my sentiments. And we're going to use this a happy day, but I'm going to mask off the A and just use happy day. Now the linked together stamp set is available in a bundle with a fabulous set of dies. We're actually not using those today, but I wanted to make sure you guys know that they are available with a die set because they're fantastic, right? So the project that we're making today is this one here. Now, this is the bonus project that I am going to be sending out in our Cultivated Creativity kits. So each and every month, I like to create a project and put that in there as a little bit of a thank you, extra fun for my subscribers. And they also get the PDF tutorial that goes along with it as a bonus in their kits. Fun? All right, so let's go ahead and start. Now on this one, I'm going to start with this scored detail layer. So this is one of my favorite things to do. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I like this technique. So I have got a piece of basic weight paper. This is 5 inches by 4 1/4, and we're going to score this on the diagonal. Now the complete supply list, cut dimensions, all that goodness is on my website, so you can find that now. Now, how you go about this is not important, right? Like how you align this, I'm going to go opposite corners and align those just because it's easy. Now, you're also going to notice maybe that my scoreboard has some lines on it. Now, I've done that with a Sharpie marker, and I've done it every 1 inch because that's what I like, right? You could do these much closer together. You could do them much further apart. It's entirely up to you. I like the 1 inch increment, so that's what I'm going to do. And again, you can angle this however you want to. You don't have to get too uptight about that. I'm going to go opposite corners again because that's easy for me to do. So I'm going to center my body right over where I'm scoring so that I'm pulling right down towards my chest, right? And I'm going to give that a score line. Now I'm going to come over to my next line, which is 1 inch over in this case, and I'm going to score it again. Okay. And then keep going, right? Every 1 inch is what I'm doing. Again, you can do these increments in anything that you want. They don't have to be at 1 inch. They can be bigger, they can be smaller. It's entirely up to you and what you want the appearance to be, right? So change this up, have a little fun with it as you do your scoring. So I'm going to go all the way across at my 1-inch increments. Now I'm going to rotate this to the opposite corners, right? And I'm going to go in the opposite direction. So this is going to give me a diamond type pattern because my paper is not square, right? So we're just going to do this again every 1 inch. Okay, and we'll go the other direction. Now you can move these over if you want to. And what I mean by that is if this is my starting point, I could continue to move this over if I wanted to as I work across. It's entirely up to you. So I've got this fun diamond pattern. Now I like to flip it. You can keep it with the indented side or you can do the raised side. I like the raised side because I think that looks super cool. So let's bring in our paper trimmer. And I'm going to cut this down to 3 3/4 of an inch. So it, like I said, it was 4 1/4 by 5, but I want my layer to be 3 3/4 on the front. And then this little extra 1/2 inch that I'm trimming off, we're going to use that on the inside to be able to bring our design to the inside. So much easier to do this with a larger piece of paper and cut the strip off than trying to do a skinny little piece like that, right? That would not be fun at all. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull in our thick basic white card base. I'm going to give this a fold in half. Now I've done this 4 1/4 by 11 or 11 by 4 1/4. I'm actually going to have it open on the side. This is not a typical direction that I like to do. If I'm orienting my card this way, I typically put the fold on the top, but I thought I'd change it up a little bit. So that's what we're doing today on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do the inside of my card first. I'm bringing in my Daffodil Delight ink and the small floral image from my Natural Botanical stamp set. And I'm going to open this up. Oops. And I am going to stamp a little flower towards the bottom. It doesn't have to be all the way towards the bottom. It's entirely up to you on where you want to place this, right? And then I'm going to bring in that little strip that we cut off the front, and I am going to place this so that my flower is peeking out of this little strip. It's just a fun way to bring that design to the inside without a lot of extra layers, right? Alrighty, so we will lay this right down in. I'm going to center it left to right and try to do a similar distance up from the bottom. All right, cute. So my inside is done. You could add a sentiment to the inside or a little bit more more layers or more colors. It's entirely up to you on what you want to do. Again, I'm keeping this super fast and easy. And then we're going to put this layer right on the front. Now, a lot of times you'll see me on a white on white card. I'll do multiple white layers, and you could definitely do that on this. I was wanting to keep this one a little bit simpler, so I didn't do that, but you totally could do that. All right, next, I want to make my own designer series paper, and we've done this before as well, but let me pull in my stamp set and my ink here. So I'm pulling in Pebbled Path ink, and I'm on Pebbled Path cardstock, and I'm going to use this large detail, make sure I'm on the detail side, yes, leafy image here. So let's bring in, since I did not prepare my chamois, when do I ever remember to prepare my chamois, right? I should do it more often. But anyway, we're going to do this, and I'm going to ink up this lovely image here, nice big leafy image, and I am just going to stamp and create my own little background. Now, we've talked about stamping in triangles, right? So there's 2 sides to my triangle, and I like to rotate this as I go so it doesn't look like it's so planned out. So this is going to be my third 1, 2, 3, right? So if this was a bigger piece, I could keep going, but it's a pretty small piece of paper. So I'm going to leave it at this and what I've got right now. So let's go ahead and close this up. And we can add, let's see, do we want to add this layer or do we want to stamp first? Let's stamp first. So next I have got, let me grab it. I have got a white circle that I have cut out of my Stylish Shapes dies. So I did the second largest circle here. Now you could use those linked together dies as well. Those would work fantastically. Give you a little different shape, kind of bring that, diamond shape back in with those dies if you wanted to. I've got my stamp here. And one of the things I love about photopolymer is that, you know, this stamp image is straight, but I can lift it and move it and kind of push it down on my block. So it changes the shape of it a little bit to add a little more style to it, right? So you can change that up and do that however you want to. And I'm just going to stamp this in Daffodil Delight ink right on my white circle. So again, we're keeping this really simple, fast, easy. Okay, let's go ahead and adhere these together, and then we'll bring back our strip to add our last sentiment piece. All right, so I've got my leafy image or my background image that I've done here on this Pebbled Path. Now, Pebbled Path is one of the colors that we expect to retire this year. So if this is one that you love, now is the time actually to stock up on your inks, on your ink pad refills, your cardstocks, any accessories that match this. You want to go ahead and get these as soon as possible, because once we get the actual final notification of what's going away, they will sell out very, very quickly. And they could sell out even before then, because most of us know that it is probably going away, because Stampin' Up! Retires the five of the in colors every single year to bring us 5 new fresh colors, which I love. I love it, love it, love it. All right, so I'm going to place this circle down, and I'm kind of looking at my spacing here and up here to know where I want to place it. Now I can turn this however I want to turn this. I'm going to kind of go, how about right there? To me, that looks nice, and I pop that up with some dimensionals in case I didn't say that. All right, let's bring in, I've got a 5.5 inch by 3/4 inch strip of Daffodil Delight cardstock. And where is my punch? There it is. I'm using the Banners Pick a Punch. Now, you could use your paper snips and do this. You don't have to do this with a punch. I like to do it with a punch if I can. It's fast and easy. So I'm just sliding that in right into that groove. But I like to look at it on the back to try to make sure I am even left to right. So that's a little bit more in the center there. Okay. Let's bring in our Memento black pad, and we're going to stamp our sentiment on this. We're almost done. Can you believe it? So one thing I like about this stamp set is that the font is really big, and there's a nice good space between the letter A and my happy. So I can literally come right down here and ink up just the portion of the stamp I want. Now, if you're worried about getting ink here, you can cover this letter with some masking tape, or painter's tape if you prefer, and mask that off. You just need to make sure that you remove the tape before you stamp your image, your sentiment down on your layer, right? Or you're going to stamp a blob. So cute, right? I love it. Fast, easy, not a difficult thing to do. All right, now I want to place this so it falls right down at the bottom of this little circle. I do have it hanging over my edges a little bit, but not all the way to the end. So let's go ahead and put a few dimensionals right on this layer here, because I know I want it to come just towards the bottom here. But I don't want to get it on top of the circle, because I already have that popped up and I don't want to pop it up again, right? So let's go ahead and put one on the end here. We'll put one on this opposite end as well. So I'm nice and secure on the end, and then my middle is going to be secure as well, because I've already placed it right on my card base there. Cute. What do you guys think? Love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, totally crooked. Let's see if we can lift that up and change that angle a little bit there before it gets too settled. There we go. All right, perfect. So let's add our little bling-a-bling. So I've got the iridescent basic pearls. I love these. They're a staple item in my opinion. And I try to keep multiple packs on hand. You can see I've got several here. And I'm going to mix and match the sizes. You could do them all one size if you want. It's really entirely up to you. But I'm going to put a big one in the middle for this particular project here. I'm just going to set that on. And then I'm going to grab a couple of small ones and kind of follow the shape of that die cut as I'm laying these out right on there. So cute, right? Now you could jazz this up a little bit more, add a little bit of Wink of Stella, really whatever makes your heart happy to give this the wow factor that you're looking for. All right? Thank you guys so much. If you're enjoying the content, please give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. It helps me with my channel. And don't forget to let your crafty friends know that you'd love for them to join us as well for our paper crafting fun every Tuesday at 12:30 Eastern. All right. Thank you so much, and I will see you all next week. Bye for now.